yeah.
Yes.
Don't listen to people saying it's not.
Maybe I should use my lower voice today so that guy doesn't get mad.
For people that aren't watching, you're on a bustier seat.
I'm on a child's booster sciatica
Child's
seat.
bustier chair.
A silk child's bustier chair seat?
It forces you into a man spread. You got to spread eagles.
I do have to spread eagle because my nuts have nowhere to go.
As opposed to before where you cross your legs like this tight.
I've
You
never-
normally see.
My sloppy orangutan nuts could never do that.
You cross tighter than Ari Shafir as a tight leg cross.
Can't do it.
Is it true, though, that because you also are wearing lifted flip-flops?
You think I'm wearing... Fuck off,
You
dude.
shop at Hot
Is
Topic.
this a new...
I can't believe you figured this out. That I'm wearing 3-inch lift flip-flops.
It's not that hard to figure out. They're pretty chunky.
I want you guys to think I'm a handsome, tall boy, okay?
But next thing we know, you're going to have wires connected to you when you come in.
I do.
Like Peter Pan. Be like,
Aaron,
look how
did
tall
you?
I am.
God damn it. I thought you weren't going to tell them that I was going to be hooked up so that I could be floating around everywhere. Oh, shit. Is that real?
No, it's fake.
Can I see it, bro?
My blade?
Yeah.
Listen,
Fucking awesome.
Sound of a blade.
it's my new birthday night.
This is one of these things.
I was in Tennessee.
Oh, fuck. Can I do this or am I going to hurt myself?
you probably will hurt yourself, but you could still do it.
Wait, what should I do?
I think when you push it up, it'll probably end up flying and killing
I am
Aaron.
nervous.
I'm gonna move over.
Yeah,
You look
Just
tentative.
go up.
You look
What are you
it up.
doing? Yeah, come on.
You
It's a
look
fucking night.
Which way does it
You're
come
gonna
out?
break it, you psycho.
You look real.
You can't handle
You
it.
look real tentative.
Fucking
You can't
awesome.
handle it.
What's it called? Anvil knives.
Yeah.
Andrew the Anvil.
Fucking hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I could kill anybody with this.
What if they had a
Put it
machine?
away.
What if they had a machine gun?
This is better than the machine gun. I'll just have a bunch of these and throw them at
Yeah,
guys.
but this is great for roid rage, for road rage. Because
Yeah.
at the bottom of it, it has a glass breaker, so you can break somebody's window out and then stab them in case they won't roll their window down.
Or you can use it as a survival tool to get out of a bad situation.
You could also cut their seatbelt if they won't undo their seatbelt. You're trying to pull them out of the car.
Is that what this is? A seatbelt?
So what you
cutter?
do is, if you're mad at somebody and you go up to their window, you break their window.
No, you
then
don't
You cut them out of the seatbelt.
You don't do any of what. Here, you take this from me. I was about to open this on my fucking.
Are your genitals?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, it's so sweet. Are those legal in California?
No, I got it in Tennessee.
Okay.
My birthday knife.
Well, it's fucking sweet as fuck. Aaron brought up an interesting comment that happened on the Instagram page, and I think we should address it.
He did, yeah.
Well, do you guys remember what the comment was?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I thought it was.
It was on the Instagram, the quotes page.
Okay.
Which
Which is a fan-run page. That's not. We don't run.
Somebody said, I don't like Aaron's big, stupid voice.
No, they
So
said-
that's what they said about me years ago. Remember that guy?
That. Yeah.
What is it, Turd Johnson?
Was it Bloody Turd?
Bloody Turd.
Johnson.
He still listens.
Oh, he does.
No, I think that somebody took that name.
So, you know what?
They
It's
carry it
kinda
on
like,
the mantle like the Dread Pirate Robert?
Yeah.
It's like when
They-
Gallagher franchised his name out.
Gallagher?
Gallagher, yeah.
That's the lesser-known Gallagher in Spain.
Oh, yeah. No, it's Gallagher.
Aaron, why don't you tell us what...
Here's the exact comment
Okay.
from a username, myarrow, AERO.
I think I know who that could be.
Ever since you switched from D&O to Beach Cops, I can't get through an episode. Crying face emoji. Aaron's screeching and cackle is so fucking annoying. It hurts my ears. Literally. #horrible. You guys, I love the show. Save Aaron for Patreon. I'd rather hear the guests, Earl Skakel, and other regulars. I listen to about a half hour before I have to tune out. Sorry, I don't find anything funny about him. Sad
This
face.
is me. He's talking about me.
He does, yeah.
He thinks
think
you've
he's-
never cackled once on this show.
I think he's talking about Aaron.
I
There's no
immediately
way.
responded with,
Oh, they're calling Aaron Drew.
I immediately responded with, I don't think you know who Aaron is.
They don't. They don't.
Oh, so they're talking... Okay, so Aaron
He never
Drew
responded
is
to
a
my
new
stuff.
character.
Well, hopefully he killed himself in Minecraft.
It's entirely possible.
Not in real life.
Now, why? You know what? You have to fucking stop going crazy about this.
No,
First
I don't
of all,
go crazy. Listen, I understand.
but you're like, here's your default. If somebody says anything bad about you, hope that you're as bad as any Twitter troll there is. You're like, kill yourself.
That's not real.
I hope
O'Neill,
you get
that's not
raped.
real. That's not real. I didn't say that ever. I get it. We did a whole episode where I ate mushrooms and fucking read mean
I
comments
know,
about
but
myself.
you
And
just
if
said-
you're listening right now, dude, I get it. I screech and I cackle and I can't help it. That's just who I am. This show's not for
you
you,
were
and I'm
born a
sorry.
cackler and a screecher.
Yeah, I came out of my mom's pussy a cackler, and I'm going to go into my grave cackling.
And screeching. You need maybe you need a darkness retreat like Aaron Rodgers, the NFL quarterback.
I don't think so. I think I understand that there's a certain percentage of the population that finds me repulsive.
What
and
percentage
degrading.
would you say?
30%.
30.
I would
Of
say
the total world
total
global
world population, I make
Holy
30%
shit.
of everyone so
That's in
fucking
the
mad.
billions, though.
Oh yeah, dude. I think if billions of people were exposed to me,
2.8 billion people.
I'd say 2.8 billion people would be mad if they knew
I'm
going
going
to
take you one higher. I think it's higher than that.
No, it's not higher than 30%. That's an alarming number of people.
I
that
would
hate
say that probably 70%. You got to think there's some guy is in Islamabad right now. You think that 30% of them hate you and 70% think you're cool? No, 100% of them hate your
No,
guts.
dude. I'm saying most people wouldn't care.
No. I'm
And then
saying
30% would just
most
hate
of them are going to hate you just because you're American. That's a huge percentage of the population.
What kind of conversation is this?
I'm saying you're saying.
Well, here comes like some bullshit political science from O'Neill that's going to make no sense.
I'm just saying, I would say that it's a much larger percentage of the population of the world is going to hate you just sheerly based
Surely
on
based?
ethnicity, on your affiliation with America, on your
Okay.
religious affiliation.
Okay, let's take all of that aside.
We can't. You can't just remove
I
that.
say-
You're saying just personality-wise. You're going to say that
What is the point of this conversation?
6
I'm trying to
billion
figure
people.
out-
6 billion people.
Are you
love
trying to talk me into thinking that 70% of the world's population hates me? Is that what you're trying to do?
Think about that. But think about this. 2.8 billion love you. That's a lot.
Who cares, man? I get it. Dude, if you're listening, I get it. I can't stand my voice either.
And I hope you kill yourself.
I hope you kill me, dude. How about that?
Why don't you go hang out with him one-on-one?
No, he doesn't want to be around me.
You should find everyone that says something bad about you and then spend a day with them.
No, I can
And
just
then
say this.
See, you'll love me at the end.
I don't need him to love me. I get why he doesn't like my voice.
You did-
okay? I'm hearing it right now.
You did great in the focus groups that we did. Everyone loved you.
Yeah.
When what focus group?
You don't remember it?
What was that?
It's like 2 years ago.
Did we do a focus
six,
group?
6 billion people
Oh, at the
wrote
mall.
in.
They
and
only like the
loved
pizza
you.
that we gave them. Every time I said a joke, we gave them extra pizza.
It was at Aaron's house. He has two-way mirrors.
Yeah.
Is that true, Aaron? Do you remember that?
You have Aaron's living room. The other side is
There's
literally.
that screeching Aaron.
Aaron,
yeah?
shut the fuck up, Aaron. You're losing us listeners by the minute.
I think all it is
Of course.
I think it just needs. I think it just needs to be like a group effort.
What does?
The whole show.
What do you mean? You think I'm stealing too much sunshine?
No, I don't think you're stealing too much sunshine. I think a lot of times you like to turn the show into some sort of personal.
So you're agreeing with this guy who fucking doesn't like me?
It may be him.
What if I'm my arrow?
Is that you?
And I threw you off by saying it was Aaron. By the way, that would be genius. From now on, I'm going to do that.
Okay, how am I going to do the show now when you say that I'm so selfish I make the show about myself and it's all fucked up and I'm fucking
Let's
up
have
the
a
show?
good time. Hey, by the way, Jill Biden was heading to Valparaiso, Indiana. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see
Joe
it.
B.
Joe's wife was heading to Valparaiso.
With Cardi B.
Yeah, to
Is
visit.
that true?
They only roll with Cardi.
that
Cardi
true?
Biden. That's why she shortened it.
Did you think she
Yeah.
fills up that limousine with farts?
Did you see her
He fills up that big
at
mouth.
the Grammys? Her and the dude. What's the from Migos? Is that what he's from? The group?
I don't know. From
Oh,
the
from
Eagles?
Casamigos, the tequila?
Dude, they're on the red carpet posing, but just porno kissing with their tongue
No.
way out of their
Is that
mouth.
for real?
Yeah, for real.
Can you have a picture of it?
Let me see.
Like Gene Simmons style, long tongue?
Way, yeah, like bizarre. I was like,
Dude, she is
people just
so
snapping pictures of her.
trashy
Oh,
and hot.
his hands are on her ass, like
Yes.
low.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I would be doing.
Unbelievable how successful she is.
Why?
I'm just saying, it's just, it
She's
is.
a genius.
There's something there. Yeah, I mean, she's entertaining as fuck, but it's unbelievable still.
Oh, Jesus
There's
Christ.
one.
Oh my God, they're like eating each other's faces.
Dude,
You imagine being
Oh
a
my
photographer? You're just
God.
can
sitting
you
there?
imagine being her fucking boyfriend? He's getting his shit. She licks
Dude.
his ass, dude.
America really is truly the greatest country. She was a stripper. Now she's worth like
There's
$200 million.
there's
Dude,
the hand.
she's the fucking hottest. God damn, she's my new hot one that is so hot.
With my new hot one who is so hot.
Here we go. Here we go.
You should do hot ones where you eat hot
Yeah.
sauce and talk to hot women. You just drink it.
And I'm really shy and embarrassed.
Yeah, you're like, oh, here you go.
So how's your butthole?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked that.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, dude, sorry. I defer the show to you.
I guess this is their thing. I'm seeing multiple red carpet shoots where this is their pose.
But that's like,
a good way
if
to
you wear
pose, dude.
makeup, that's a sloppy way to do it because you are sucking
I
everything
don't
off.
think she needs to wear makeup.
the PR person's like, make sure you get that porno kiss in. It's become your thing.
How old is she? Isn't she like 29?
71, I think.
71,
Oh,
yeah.
71. A little older than I
She
thought.
used to eat Helen Mirren's pussy like
Dude,
that.
look at
Is
this.
that true?
He's,
Yeah.
he's thrusting. It looks into. He has like his crotch.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
going
Who
out.
wouldn't? Look at that butt, dude. You think he eats it? You bet.
Here we
better
go.
bet he
Oh, my God.
All right, sorry. O'Neill, what'd you want to talk about? Joe Biden?
Jill Biden was supposed to go to Valparaiso.
Yeah?
Why has Valparaiso come up so often?
She's going with Dr. Nova. She's 30 years old. I thought she was older than
That's
that.
crazy. 30 years old.
She's only 30 years old?
Yeah.
I was hoping she was like 35.
Sorry.
I was hoping she was 31
She's
and a
got a
half.
daughter, Culture, with a K, and son, Waveset, 1.
Wow, that's going to age well.
What do you mean?
Those are names? Hey, Waveset.
That name would be incomprehensible in any decade. I think it'll be fine.
It's not- no.
She's,
Right now, it's everyone's, the weird names are.
Hey, listen, guy who made that comment, I didn't really mean
Go
to
back.
say kill yourself in Minecraft. Like, I get that you don't like my voice, okay? It's cool. We're cool.
You got to stop.
I get that you don't think I'm funny either. I understand that. I'm not that funny. These are the joke guys.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of shit. I've never seen a more fucking lame attempt at getting people to go, no, Andrew, you're good.
I'm not asking
These
for
guys are the real people behind
Give
it.
it up for these guys. Can we get a round of
What
applause?
a lame
Get a round of applause going for Danish and O'Neill, the guys who really keep the jokes coming.
And then it'll be like, no,
give
Andrew,
yourself a round
you're
of
the
applause.
heart of the show.
Oh, stop it. I insist that you don't leave those comments about me being the heart of the show.
I think Aaron's the heart of the show.
Yes.
The real Aaron. And I think you owe Aaron an apology because Aaron this probably plagued him all weekend. Probably until he figured out that it was you.
He figured it out immediately. What do you mean? What do you mean? You think that this guy waited all weekend and was fucking pacing around going, I don't have a screeching voice? Who is a screeching voice?
man.
He starts putting up fucking headshots of everybody on
Is
podcasts.
this Danish? He had red yarn.
He's like, let's go to the tape. I hear some screeching, but not very often.
He was at the mall going, does this voice sound screeching? Does this voice sound screeching?
He went
does
to
this voice
He went
sound
to an
screeching?
audio doctor and said, "Is my voice screechy?"
This guy screeches sometimes.
can.
He just did.
I don't screech.
You just did. You stupid fuck!
Hold on, listen to these sultry tones. Hey, how's it going out there,
Yeah,
everybody?
you can do both. I can't. Okay, I
Hey,
can do
guys.
one.
Hey,
thing.
how about this, Aaron? What are you doing after the show?
What are you doing on the show?
Should we start calling you Screech?
No,
He
call me.
he had a big wiener.
Saved
Did he
by the
die?
Bell.
Or am I making that
Did
up?
he
He is
die
dead.
from his big wiener?
Yeah, that big wiener
He's been
disease.
dead for a while.
Yeah, he
What
did.
did he die of? Cancer.
Cancer.
Of the wiener.
No.
Of the wiener.
Supposedly that porno he made, supposedly it was a cock double.
Is that true?
Yeah, supposedly they used a body double for him.
What a fucking fun day of filming that would be.
Did you see though? He did give that lady a legit dirty Sanchez.
I thought it was
bad.
weird that
It was
his,
gross.
his penis was black, but I just thought
Yeah.
maybe it was,
You thought maybe he had a lot of melanin in his penis?
I didn't question it. I don't know.
His penis was purple, so we thought it could have been you.
You guys, y'all's penises are different colors too.
Here, look at mine, Andrew.
Fucking
From the-
unbelievable. You guys have beige penises. Fucking khaki
I have
penis
flesh.
bullshit.
I have white flesh color. Look in there. He lifted it up. Look
Yeah,
in
take
there.
a
I don't want to look at your penis.
Take a look.
Do it. Do it.
Speaking of looking at penis, I've been looking at your Andy's time-wasting diaries.
There's a lot of penis talk on there.
There is.
I knew you were intrigued.
I'm very intrigued.
What are your time wasting diaries? What are, no, what
say
are
diarrheas
they?
for real?
Well, speaking of, it seems like
Freudian slip.
you're averaging five shits a day
Yeah.
and
that sucks.
two jerks a day.
Two jerks. a
Wait,
day.
where are you finding this information?
On Patreon.
It's on Patreon.
This is what you motherfucker. This is what you're doing on Patreon? You piece of shit. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious?
You didn't know?
I did not know.
Dude, it's the feed is clogged with my bullshit right now.
He thought
What are you fucking doing?
He thought I read your diary and broke into your voice.
This is unbelievable. Dude, you are. By the way, when this is over, when this blows up, don't come to me to do anything else. You fucking asshole.
What are you talking
You're just
about?
writing about your jerking off and shitting on Patreon. Dude, I'm so.
There's worse. That's
What
probably
are you
the-
doing? Are you
that's probably the
posting
best.
every day? Dude,
Yes, I'm
this is
posting every
a
day.
business. You piece of shit.
It's a diary for the patrons. They asked us to. They want you guys to do it too.
This is unbelievable.
Are you really
I'm just
mad?
finding out. Dude, what are you? Dude, by the way, there's 3 people that are like, yeah, let's get Andrew to talk
I
about.
put a poll up.
Hey, what was the poll?
85% say keep doing it every day.
No, but 85% out of 10 people.
Let's go to the poll.
Let's go to the polls.
You can see how many people voted.
But
How
he got excited. What would happen? You were drawing figures, and then you had to watch muscle men pork in their beds.
Yeah, that was shameful.
This is crazy. I think I'm going to leave the show soon. This is outrageous.
Man, come on, man. You're going to make me cry, dude. Don't fucking
This
say
is
that
so fucking outrageous.
O'Neill.
I remember what we just talked about at the
God damn
beginning
it, you
of the
piece of
show.
shit. I'm
You
sorry.
remember-
I'm sorry, man.
It's just you shitting and jerking off.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
I'm not talking about it here.
This is fucking. You're like, I gotta get it out somewhere.
He said I should keep doing it.
Does it help you though? Has it helped you?
Yes.
Does it help you jerk off more and shit more?
No, it helps me jerk off less.
How
Do you
you
get
shit
excited?
I have a legit disease involving my stomach, and I do not shit 5 times every day.
I eat a whole bag of salad a day. I'm serious.
What do you just put a feedback
Out of the bag.
Almost. I eat it out of the mixing bowl. I mix it all up in.
Oh, I saw your salad recipe.
Pretty
on your,
good,
on your diary as well.
This guy's
I'm gonna lose my fucking. Now you're putting recipes on there.
Some girl, a woman asked for it.
One person asked for it, and you subject everybody to it.
Well, you kept talking about it, and I was getting intrigued myself.
What is
You should
it?
try it, dude.
You take the bag, you put it in the bowl, pour ranch dressing all over it, then you toss it around.
Throw some chicken
Is
wings.
that what it is?
No, that's not what it is.
What is it?
Okay, you get the romaine.
He's gonna get so.
You got it.
He's
He's like,
gonna get so mad about
Dude,
this recipe.
you gotta get the
I know.
romaine.
I know. I see this coming a mile away.
Go ahead.
Some
You gotta get the
cilantro.
romaine. Okay.
You
It's good
get
for
some
extracting.
Trader Joe's spray olive oil. You spray it a little bit, just a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Then you take some nutritional yeast and some pizza flavoring.
All right, I'm done. I don't want to hear anymore because I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. He's like, and then what you do is you get a calzone.
You don't put calzone in there.
What is the pizza seasoning? Just a seasoning
It's
that
just a
they
seasoning
have.
that has like a dried up tomato, like ground into a pizza taste.
And then you do tofu.
I do tofu, and I also do a little bit of vegan Caesar dressing, just 1 tablespoon.
Piece of
And,
shit.
and I toss it all together. A lot of nutritional yeast. Toss it all together.
What is that? What's the texture of nutritional yeast?
It just tastes cheesy, salty, good. You
What's
know,
the texture's like cheese.
like no, it's like flake. It's like dried flakes.
Okay.
I heard Emeril Lagasse was trying to murder you for this recipe.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
You should go against Bobby Flay on that cooking show. With a bag of salad.
He made me pissed. I eat half a bag of salad for breakfast and the other half for dinner.
And he's like, by the way, can we get some Trader Joe's pizza flavoring here?
That is in the recipe. A lot of Trader Joe's references in it.
Have you ever thought about going on Chopped? You're like, oh, all we have is a bag of salad. Trader Joe's. Fucking.
You're like, wait, this is perfect.
Do we need to pull up the diary so O'Neill can rant
How
about
many
it?
are there?
There's one every day.
This is crazy.
It's only for the $10 a monthers, okay? So don't worry. I'm not
This is crazy.
subjecting everyone to it.
And how long are they?
They are a paragraph about how I felt about the
I knew
day.
as soon as I relinquished control, this would get so out of hand. You fucking.
Are you serious? Why would you be mad about this? It's content.
This guy is not content.
Aaron,
This is bullshit.
Aaron told him to do it.
That's not true.
How do you have time to do anything with 5 shits a day and 2 jerks a day?
And a child.
The shits a day are really bumming me out.
It's a lot.
It is.
Well, I'm not going down this road anymore.
Okay.
We've had a million talks about
I
your
don't
shits.
shit. Fine. I don't shit.
Fine.
This guy goes, fine, if we can't talk about it, I don't shit at all.
We don't talk about shitting. No.
All right, well,
People ask me to do it.
No, I'm
you know?
glad that you're doing it.
It was after you told me to get down to brass tacks, and then it's like getting serious about getting my life together.
Don't you think
dude.
it should be? I mean, is it humorous? Should we read one of these?
Yeah, you can pull it up.
Can we
dude.
read an entry?
You can read any of them.
I don't know
all you
anything about this.
read an
Maybe this will
entry.
inspire people to go up to the $10 tier.
Let's see.
Get a little taste, Andrew.
want. Yeah, they will. You
Let's
get
see
a new one
here.
every day.
It's
man.
an
You
interesting.
get he goes, dude. I
It's
love
an interesting look into the mind of a maniac. Okay, Monday, February 13th is the day after Valentine's Day.
Is this when this started?
No.
Time
Long before that?
Yeah.
Time Wasters was drawing muscle anatomy and got horny, so I looked up beefy dudes humping the bed and cranked it. Does beefy mean fat or muscle?
Muscly fat. Muscly
okay,
fat.
so like Big Jack, like
Yeah, thick boys.
Got it. Got back to drawing and had to crank it one more time before I could concentrate. What? How much time had lapsed between then?
I don't know. I don't want to guess.
Looked for synthwave covers of JRPG games.
Japanese role-play games.
Okay. Gave someone a recipe for vegan potatoes au gratin. Looked at Viking decorated vacation homes. Lost my blue blocker sunglasses after beating off of them in the mirror so I look like a different dude.
This is insane. This is insane. This guy, I don't know what's more disturbing.
Yeah,
You just
really.
said you looked at Viking-inspired homes.
Yeah.
And you looked in the mirror with your blue blockers and jerked. This is fucking criminal.
That's not criminal. You're making me feel terrible, dude.
By the way, what kind of Clark Kent shit is that? Just the glasses? You're like, oh, who's this guy? It's you with glasses.
I look like a sexy, smart guy.
But with the glasses off, you're like, oh, this guy's gross.
Tammy thinks I'm hot with those glasses on.
What do you walk around your house like Ray Charles?
He's like, hey, who am I?
Does your daughter ever go,
You guys
where's Daddy?
You
You're
guys
like,
recognize
"Right here."
me?
No, but my wife does. They're reading glasses, so I can't see far away with them. But I will wear them around the house because Tammy
You
always
have-
like.
Oh, these are glasses. They're not
These are
sunglasses.
regular
no,
glasses.
they're regular
Oh,
glasses.
blue blocker threw me off.
Jerked in your reading glasses. How close to the mirror do you have to get to see yourself?
I can see myself in the mirror. I can see like 4 feet away with it.
Oh, man.
Did you find them?
I did find them.
Okay,
yeah.
they're back. You took 5 dumps, which is your average, it seems like.
Yeah, that sucks.
Didn't get the writing done I wanted. Good things. New fantasy art post. Did 25 anatomy studies in one day. Got a new commission. Did great dad stuff. Made great food and exercise.
This is some of the lamest shit I've ever heard in my life. Diary of Andrew. Every day. This is what you have?
Yeah.
Why don't you just make a list?
It is a list.
Jerked it 5 times.
Here's
Looked in mirror.
Valentine's Day, Tuesday the 14th. Time Wasters was super cold, so I tried to work in bed under the covers, but fell asleep.
This guy acts like he's in Minnesota in the middle of a fucking storm. You're in California.
It was cold.
Southern California.
It was cold as
Trying to
fuck.
work under the covers. Dude, you are like a fucking 25-year-old chick that lives in Brooklyn right now.
Okay, dude. I know I got too much feminine energy, man.
Looked up if weenies are bigger in Europe because of non-GMOs.
You piece of shit.
Then got distracted and looked at wiener videos. Seems like a lot of stuff
Dude,
leads that way.
everything you do Are you sure that you're not 100% gay?
I knew you were going to ask this question.
I think you're 90-10.
No.
You're reverse
Yeah,
Brody.
I agree.
Reverse Brody.
I have a pussy that I can fuck. I can't suck a dick anytime I want to, so I got to look at the
I think if your
videos.
wife left you, you would just go gay, right?
No.
For a few years, at least.
Yeah, for a few years.
Okay.
Ate 3 bowls of
love
grape nuts while I watched old grape nut commercials from the 50s.
That is true.
Under the covers.
Looked up Lone Wolf, Choose Your Own Adventures. What is that?
What do you do with your life? What is going
You
on?
asked me what I did with my life. I'm telling you. I'm trying to eliminate these
You're eating
problems.
grape nuts, doing your work under your bed, and you're watching old grape nuts commercials? Dude, what the? This is everything. What's fucking wrong with you?
I understand that, but until I get it out, I can't address it, dude.
Man, it seems like you have a trust fund, and this is what you do with your day.
No. I'm making money, dude.
Eating grape nuts under the covers.
Oh, I do work, too.
Play Dragon's Dogma. What's that?
It's a video game. That was really good.
How many
So
hours?
far, what time of the day is it now? You've stayed in bed, you've eaten grape nuts, watched old grape nuts commercials, you played video games. What the
It's probably noon.
Freaked out about the Ohio spill.
Yeah.
Beat-offs 2, dumps 5, which seems to be, as I said, average.
Yeah.
Good things. Got Valentine's Day presents for the family. Exercised. Wrote a script. Did an art commission. Buff Lady Cupid. Made lunch and dinner and ate ass.
Yeah. Pretty good day.
There's the product.
See? I got the good. You take the good, you take the bad. Take them both.
unbelievable.
There you have. You don't like this? What, are you for real disturbed? I feel like you're looking at me in that disturbed way where you fucking don't know.
I'm not disturbed.
If you want to be friends with me anymore.
I just didn't know that Beach Cup's going to devolve into this.
I didn't evolve. I'm trying to evolve.
No, this is not an evolution.
Is this the MILF manor of blogs?
Yeah, it is.
How would I make this blog better?
Let me ask Aaron. Aaron, try not to be screechy this time.
Put on your big boy voice.
What did you
okay,
think of
all
this diary here?
I mean, it's extreme.
What's extreme about it?
It's not your typical diary.
It's not your typical diary, no. It's a little, I think you'd shit less if you ate less brass tacks. I think that's first and foremost.
That's pizza.
Yeah, that's true.
Pizza flavoring.
How much fiber do you eat a day?
Oh, so much, dude.
Because that can back you up.
It doesn't back me up.
Back that ass up.
But
To the toilet.
Yeah, you got to control your fiber.
I need to have it.
You have a fiber addiction.
Yeah, train wreck here. This guy's snorting fiber. This
I'm
guy's
not a train
smoking
wreck.
fiber.
I'm not a train wreck. Dude, I'm trying to...
You're trying to what?
When you said, I'm not special, I got to get down to brass tacks and do the work.
By the way, none of us are. But that should alleviate all the pressure off you.
I know. So
now
I was
you're
like,
doing good work.
fuck it, man. I'm going to see where I'm fucking up. Okay?
So you're like, let's put this out to the general pop.
Do you think this is a mistake?
Yeah, I do. Think
Why do you think it's a mistake? I shouldn't talk about beating
Because
up.
you're just like, I don't have anything to share, so I'll just share everything just to have it out there constantly.
What do you mean?
This is crazy.
That's not that crazy.
It's crazy.
Is it crazy? I guess some of it
People
reads
love it.
crazy.
Hey, if people love it, like you say, everyone loves it.
85% of
You're
people said to
good.
continue doing it, but 15% said don't do it anymore.
How'd you hurt your back?
Trying to get hair out of the bathtub drain.
That's the most number one culprit of back problem.
That's what
back
happened.
injuries.
That's what got Larry Bird.
That's not
ruined his career.
Okay, so I had this
They
plastic.
asked Larry Bird about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, so much hair in my."
They said when he'd stay at hotels, it would drive him crazy to do it there.
Do you need to make a diary?
I'm
you
not
make a diary?
making a diary.
But people want to know what you do with your day.
Okay. Number one, yell at you on the podcast as soon as I wake up. Shower, drink tea with my wife for an hour and have a conversation in the morning.
Okay.
Then pack up my stuff.
This sounds like my day. This sounds exactly like my diary.
Yeah. Dude, here's your version of it. Find some plantains. put condoms on them and suck them for 30 minutes under the covers while grape nuts fucking are poured into the tip of my dick.
Should I stop? Should I delete these posts?
If people like it, keep doing it. I just think this is like...
You think this is a mistake? Aaron thinks it's a mistake. Should I delete these posts, dude?
I didn't say it was a mistake.
He didn't say it was a mistake.
He said it was
No.
extreme.
It was- the numbers were extreme to me.
Yeah. It
As someone who might shit more than once a day, sometimes.
I wish I could only
days.
shit once, man.
yeah.
Earl Lemongrab says there was 126 votes on the poll.
That's pretty good sample population.
Yeah, so you have to consider that there was,
I like that it goes to the higher tier. I think that's a slick move.
Yeah.
You start to look pretty positive in it. So higher tier's good. Keep doing it.
Will you do it too?
No, why?
People want to see what
Can
you
I
guys
can
are
I
up
do
to.
one as you?
What? Okay. What would you do?
That's what we should do.
It'd be crazy.
That's what we should
Fucking
do.
jerked it like 800 times. Looked up a sculpture by Michelangelo, got horny for guys, fucking jerked it, and looked at a Latino butt at CVS, and then jerked it to Latino butts.
Drew a life-size picture of Jeff naked and then jerked
He's not
into
gonna,
it.
if he wrote that, that's crazy. If he's gonna do an impression of me and he's putting shit like that in there,
Decided to spend the whole day on the toilet because I knew I was going to be going back so much. Brought my work into the toilet.
I have brought my work into the toilet. I brought a drawing, half of a drawing desk onto the
You
toilet.
just bring a
before.
cubicle in there.
Yeah, dude. If you ever get a house or if you have one built Viking style, you should just have everything revolve around the bathroom.
I don't know.
Like, should be a toilet in the middle of the house that's just open.
I've got to figure out.
Open air toilet.
I've got to. If I could dump once a day, I'd be so happy.
We got to stop talking about
I won't
this.
talk about it ever again.
It's fucking,
I won't. I promise.
People can read about it every day.
Where are,
Why are we talking about
where are
it?
Viking vacation homes? Where do I find one of those?
Ooh, Viking vacation
I
homes.
just googled Viking vacation.
But where
home
are they?
decorations
Like in Iceland?
on Google.
It doesn't say where they are.
I was looking for decorating ideas.
Oh god.
Are you going to decorate your apartment building like a Viking?
Yes.
Dude, I would love to pull up to your apartment and there's a giant hat with horns on the roof of it.
Dude, that's what I do want to do. I want to put like.
Have you
little-
talked to your manager
No,
or your owner?
no.
Who, your Viking manager?
That would be great.
What?
Your Viking manager?
Yeah.
You'd be like, do you think we could get fur on the walls instead of
I
stucco?
would do that with to fake fur on the walls, like we're hanging pelts everywhere.
Yeah, but then no, you get like allergies to it.
We'll vacuum it.
Dude, there would be so much Trader Joe's pizza seasoning on it. You'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I knew. The second I started that, when I wrote that recipe, I knew O'Neill's never going to let this pizza seasoning thing fucking go. He's going to be like, why don't you make real food with real ingredients? This motherfucker's putting pizza seasoning in a bowl.
Yeah, you know me well because that is 100%. Why don't you just use some balsamic and
I knew he was going to fucking hit me with the, why don't you get a nice balsamic vinaigrette?
Yeah, and then a little bit of olive oil. It's
Because
very
that's
healthy.
not what I want. I want nutritional yeast in pizza seasoning.
It sounds like this is fucking hillbilly salad.
That's not a hillbilly salad.
You're right. Hillbillies would actually have fresh stuff put on it.
This is fresh stuff.
They'd have a Slim Jim salad.
It makes every piece of lettuce taste really good, and I didn't put that I always eat it with chopsticks.
Why?
Makes it way more fun. That's my
And
secret.
you
Degree of difficulty is higher.
Oh, there we go. And you float the bowl in the bathtub.
Hey, float the bowl in the bathtub. Use a fishing pole.
Yeah, and with chopsticks, you get them out one at a time. Tammy does it, dangles it into your mouth while you're soaking.
I'm telling you.
You could put roller skates on and try to go around the apartment while you
Yeah,
eat it.
why-
That's a good idea, actually.
What? You're like, I only eat it on a Razor scooter.
I saw one day you razor scooted 5 miles.
I did.
Where were you going?
I went all the way to the farthest away good grocery store.
Dude, you got to tell me what this is because I want to drive by and just see you. I want to follow you and yell at you
What are you
while
gonna
you're just
yell?
going on your Razor scooter for 5 miles. You're like, get out of here, O'Neill. Stop following me.
What do you have, a backpack? How do you get the groceries?
Yeah, I got a backpack
And then you put
on.
the food in
Yeah.
there.
Butt pack.
Got it. Do you wear sandals?
Sometimes, but
You're not scared of catching a toe on the ground?
I've lost my sandal in the middle of the street before.
This is terrible for you.
What do you
No
mean?
wonder
it's
your
terrible
back
for you?
hurts. You wear
These are
flip-flops.
arch support flip flops.
That's the worst thing you can have. They're flip flops, dude. You know they fuck up completely how you walk and they fuck up your back, right?
No, I didn't.
Because all you do is wear flip-flops, right?
Yeah.
And when you walk on your walks, you wear flip-flops.
Sometimes.
Your back is so fucked.
We had a listener send me good walking shoes. I wear those. I try to wear those.
Shoes.
Yeah, shoes.
Why don't you try the barefoot shoes, dude? Stop with this.
Because I threw away the Vibrams when I got $5 for a class action lawsuit against Vibrams.
And then they go, by the way, in order to cash this check, you have to guarantee us that you will throw these away.
The bank comes to your house.
Where are they?
I hated the way they felt.
Because they felt too good. You're like, my back doesn't hurt.
They didn't feel too good. They get rocks in them all the time.
Unlike your open-toed flip-flops.
Dude, I've never had a rock in a flip-flop, I can tell you that much. It'll just roll right out.
Between a rock and a flip-flop.
How the hell? How do you raise or scooter with flip flops?
You fucking just make sure you keep the flip-flops on and fucking do
So
that.
you get your toe, you catch something,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah, you could. But
I used to hike in flip-flops, and then I realized how stupid that was.
All right.
I used
well,
to fucking flip flop.
You're a little bit older than me, so maybe one day I'll learn that lesson too.
That's an interesting point.
True.
I'm learning your lesson slowly but surely.
Can we do something here? That doesn't
Why would you
involve-
get mad? You wanted to talk about this, and now you're mad.
I'm not mad.
You make me feel ashamed, dude.
Your feelings have nothing to do with me. That's your deal.
Okay, I'm feeling ashamed by my feelings about what you
Let
said.
me cheer you up.
All right.
He's got a knife.
Get out of here. You're going to try to stab
How,
me?
how hot is that?
That's
Put
not
that
hot,
knife
dude.
right by your dingus.
That's not hot when a
Let me go
dude
up here.
does it, okay? Only when a lady would do it.
Lady.
All right, let's talk about you and just pretend I'm another person.
We need to get a Holtzman report. He left for Thailand. Yes, I think.
Oh,
yesterday.
shit.
No, yeah, yesterday.
What's he
2
doing?
months.
Damn.
I don't know. Remember on the show, he took the call about the flights. Now he's gone.
Jeez.
2 months in Thailand.
That's a long time.
He really is living the dream. This
Yeah.
guy comes back. He does comedy.
Got 2 pensions.
Yeah.
Two
Travels the
pensions.
world.
Yeah.
In the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something.
He's hanging out with younger folks, keeping him young.
Yeah,
It's maybe too young if you were doing U.S. law.
but in international waters,
He goes there
he
with his
goes-
lady. We met his lady.
Yeah.
I've heard her on the phone.
I saw her in a stifling hot car outside of O'Neill's apartment.
Is she hot? Is she a good looker?
She's an attractive
She's
woman.
cute. Yeah. And also, I went with Holtzman to pick her up from school once.
Is that true?
Jesus. She would go on dog catching missions with him.
Is that true?
Yeah. She would bark out the window.
Yeah.
Is that a tactic that dog catchers use to get and find the dogs?
Here's some news you're going to like, Andrew. It's a tribute to a Comedy Store legend who passed away,
Oh, yeah.
Robert William Aprovaya.
That was
Are you familiar with him?
Big shocker.
Who is this?
It's Bob.
Bob Eppervaya.
Is that the guy who played the piano?
It's a schizophrenic man.
Yeah, that guy that played the piano died again.
They brought him back to life.
That guy died 2-3 years ago.
Okay, sorry, dude.
Wait, the guy that played the piano?
Sorry, man.
Bob Aprovaya, schizophrenic man. He's there from like the beginning of the club opening.
70s. This guy would do the open mic since the 70s and never missed.
So that's like with Robin Williams, like everyone who came through there. And I think right before COVID, he would close the show every Monday night.
He was still coming in. I literally saw him because they said he died on the 26th. I swear I saw him on the 30th walking up the hill because I saw him. It must have been days before, but I'm
Think you saw
driving
his
down
ghost?
the hill going
wouldn't be shocked.
down to Fountain, and he was walking up, and I yelled, "Hey, Bob!"
He
He
wore
goes, "I'll see you in heaven, man."
I'll see you in hell.
And then he goes, and he disappears.
he wore a green corduroy suit, top and bottom matching.
Okay.
That was his look.
Same one for about 40 years, and then he got a new green one.
He thought many of the Comedy Store employees and people there were Nazis who were out to get him.
Okay.
He thought Jay Leno stole the Tonight Show from him.
That's correct.
Is that true?
He called him Lemon Jello.
We don't know. We can't prove whether that's true or not.
And then he had a beef with Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
Because he stole the Jimmy Kimmel show from him.
Jimmy Criminal.
Yeah.
Does he call him Jimmy Criminal?
He called me Ku Klux Klanish.
He called
Is that
me
true?
That is
Nazi
true.
Neil.
Did he really?
I
called,
said, Bob, I'm Jewish. Oh, yeah, you don't think there were any collaborators?
He called
Oh my
he
God.
called Ren Azizi Ren a Nazi.
Why did he call him Rena Sleazy?
No, because he had to be Nazi related.
Okay.
He called James Painter, the great James Painter, Peeping Painter, because he once saw him taking a piss in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, I saw you piss.
He said he said he opened the door and Bob had his hands against the wall and he was standing at an angle and his dick was just pointed down pissing. And the painter goes, Bob, I saw you pissing. You piss like this. Why do you put your hands on the wall?
Bob
did have a big hog.
He infamously would corner Eleanor Kerrigan in the hallway, and he would show her the hog in the pants. He'd pull the pants tight down the leg.
Cool.
Yeah,
He once got a boner. He once got a boner
that was
on
nice.
stage.
Good friend of y'all.
we weren't. No, he didn't like us.
He once got a boner on stage.
Yeah.
Our dream was to get him a boner on stage.
One last time.
So we sent this. They had this pretty cute,
This is a show.
pretty cute bartender chick from Florida up there, and she kept grabbing his butt. He's like, "Whoop, that's a sexual assault." And then he ended up getting a boner in his pants on stage. He had all these notes not to masturbate because he needed to procreate. He needed his semen. And then people would sometimes bring in laser pointers and point them at his dick. And then he had like an old AOL CD that he would block it with. And he's like, oh, they're trying to burn my genitals, so I can't procreate.
Is that true?
This is all.
Dude, the Comedy Store, Mitzi started paying his bus fare to and from the Comedy Store so he could get there every Monday night. This guy did it for like 30
But you're
years.
talking all the legends. Kinnison used to throw chairs at him. Robin Williams used to do an impression of him.
Yeah, all these guys. We saw Robin Williams there, saw Bob, and O'Neill's like, you remember this guy? And he looked at us and he looked terrified. He goes, I've never seen him in my life. And he bolted out of there and he was gone.
3 weeks later, he's in rehab.
Is that true?
Yes, that's 100% true.
Yeah. And we asked Don Barris about it because Don, he was pretty tight with Bob. Bob did not like Don Barris at all.
Really?
They had about a 40-year feud, yeah. It was great.
Did he get along with anybody at the Comedy Store?
Very few people.
Eleanor, he called to ask on a date. And he goes, I just want to let you know you're my second choice.
Yeah,
Are you for real?
yeah. He said he asked.
You don't want to play his cards too close
No, he
to
said
the vest, huh?
he said he asked someone else who's from there. Oh, they couldn't go. I was wondering if you'd like to hang out.
Dude, he was also
He liked
tall.
Rogan. He liked Rogan.
Yeah.
He loved weed. His big thing was weed.
Yeah.
All his
Is that where
jokes
he wore
were
the green suit?
could have been. All his jokes were weed related.
Give me an example.
He had a song about hemp set to the Beatles.
Hemp.
Hemp is all you need. Hemp is all you need.
He didn't do hemp. I need some potty.
Oh, no.
These weren't very. All his jokes were incoherent.
They were
rambling.
political jokes and marijuana jokes where Bob met.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
It was so hot today that Madonna was found dirty dancing with a popsicle.
That was, he was doing Karnak. He would do Karnak from Carson.
He would do old school shit. It was so bad. People also,
Holy
James Pater
shit.
do his whole act, so he would yell out about 15 seconds ahead. He would go, Madonna, dirty dancing. And then Bob, because he had, obviously, he was schizo and he had probably like OCD, but
Yeah.
he had to get the act
Yeah,
out.
he had to compulsively finish the act, no matter what.
it was
And
always the
the
same.
same exact order.
Didn't Painter do that to
Gaylord.
Franny B as well?
No, that was Jimmy Pidd. Jimmy Pidd go, hey, talk about the guacamole.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, look at this fucking idiot back here.
he's
Hey,
the same way
when
he
you
has
get
to
the
do it.
guacamole. And he was just fuming us.
Somebody asked online if they had Pitt on Twitter. They said, will you have Jimmy Pitt on Beach Cops? Hey, man, they did the Pitt show with me, the Pitcast, so I'd return the favor.
You'll love
And he's like,
Pitt.
they know where to find me.
Pitt has a legit like 9 or 10 inch daughter.
He's also a Chicago legend.
Why would I love that?
Dude, twice Pitt got his dick sucked because of me. I made women so mad that they
true.
left the show, and Jimmy Pitt was like standing outside and like, what's wrong? You're like, this fucking asshole on stage. He's like, hey, it's okay. Hey, you want to go hang out? And they're like, yeah, I have a limo here. They just start sucking his dick.
Ari
It's happened
Shaffir.
twice.
Ari Shaffir used to bring up, this guy's the stupidest guy I've ever met in my life, Jimmy Pitt.
Pitt's the best.
He said one of his famous sayings, I forget what it was about, but he was trying to say no comparison. He said, Ain't no comparison.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good.
I love Pid.
Oh, Pid's great.
We got wasted once. We were in Buffalo with Renazizi doing shows.
A Pit was there?
And Pid was living there at the time, and he had like an open mic in the basement of this thing. So we came, and I was fucking hammered.
Oh, no.
And we were just ripping him for like 30 minutes. I remember leaning. I thought there was like a post there. I remember putting my arm out to lean on it. There was nothing there. I just fucking fell.
And he like tried to like, you know, he played up that he came from LA there. And so like, but then we came in there, kind of
fucking
blew
shit all over him.
kind of blew that up.
People were like, "Oh man, yeah," because you know, if you go anywhere and you're like, I used to perform at the Comedy Store and stuff. Everyone's like, "Oh man," and then he goes, you know, at this open mic, he's like, "I'm bringing Steve Renazizi from the league." At the time, the league was still on.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks Pitt is a huge star, and then we just destroyed him for like 20, 30 minutes.
Ain't no comparison. He carried a big fucking buck knife on him, and he
Yeah.
would whip it out on like buses because he thought guys were coming at him. You're like, dude, you're gonna kill someone.
How many people do you know that are this unhinged? Am I one of those
A
people?
lot, dude.
Dude, a lot of guys up there.
Are you
like
guys
that.
going to tell stories when I die about how dumb I am and fucking how I'd write about jerking off on your Patreon and ruin your fucking business?
If you break it down, you're not that far off from Bob.
You got to save me, dude. I can't fucking live this way. I've got a wife and a child. I got to turn it around.
Do you have any green suits?
No, I don't
Would you
have
ever wear
a suit.
Would you ever wear a plastic bag on your head?
He wore a
'Cause
ton, and he smelled terrible. He smelled.
I'll show you a picture of him.
And I walked in once, and him in the main room, green room bathroom, and he was wrapping toilet paper around his dick to protect it from lasers.
Oh no.
There's
That's
some
it.
pictures of Bob.
Are there any with a good
Camera.
Ralph's bag over his head?
see if I-
He wore. Oh, and he also stuffed bags into his suit.
Why?
Protect him. Same reason he
Around the neck, he would
wrapped
do like
his dick with toilet
ascot
paper
style.
Yeah, his ascot was literally a fucking grocery store plastic bag.
No.
Yeah.
That's
and you
not
wanted
good.
to, at first you wanted to like him, but you couldn't because he immediately turned on you and he's like, "Oh, look at these Nazis." One time we locked him in the bathroom. And Don would get a report. He'd put a microphone down by the door. And he's like, I'm doing very well, but if you could get a manager in here to free me from this prison.
Oh my God.
It was pretty good.
Oh, Bob. Hey, Bob.
You can't let me do this myself.
I think he was on track to be like a lawyer, and then he had like one of those snaps.
Yeah,
he was in his
played
20s.
basketball too, right? At college?
NYU with Bill Bradley. He went
Yeah.
on to be a
Fucking
senator.
Bill Bradley.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
So let's break this down. If we say something happened to you, we're like, so Andrew, he did a lot of great things. He had a hilarious diary where he would write about jerking off.
Love pizza season.
I'm going to delete this fucking diary as soon as I get home,
No,
dude.
if people love it, keep
We're gonna
it.
sprinkle some pizza seasoning in Andrew's casket now, so he can taste it.
And I'm gonna whip tofu at him, hit him in the face.
We're gonna put some salad bags in.
That fucking casket would stink with that rotten salad.
Can you imagine Jeff shows up and I was like, "What are you talking? That's not romaine, dude. It's romaine or nothing, bro."
I like the
Romaine for
romaine
life.
the best, probably.
You should get some romaine, a head of romaine lettuce
Ploops
tattooed on your chest.
says that Bob was the original John Little, that he passed the bar without going to law school.
I believe
that true?
That's what this guy
Whoa.
Ploop says, or woman. I don't know.
I
who they
mean,
are.
you know, usually super smart people are the ones that lose their fucking marbles.
Is that true? You
I
think?
mean, he seemed to be. Wasn't there a picture of him playing basketball where he was like, good-looking guy, tall, big hog. He had the world. His world was his oyster.
Yeah, wonder how. Like, I don't know. I'd never heard about why and how he came to the Comedy Store. But I guess people like that just found it.
He said he was living with his uncle.
He first was there when it was called the Funny Farm, which is appropriate because it was called that for like I think a few months. Then it closed, and it reopened.
So he was there. Like you're talking like 75.
early. Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Imagine that open mic, like fucking Guinness. Some of those guys out there with you, crazy.
And he saw everybody.
Yakov Smirnov. Hey, Bob, in Russia, we green suit means you hate government.
If you ran into Jim Carrey and you go, "Hey, do you know Bob Eprovaya?" 100%, he'll be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and I love
50
him.
years the guy was there.
That's crazy.
I saw Eddie Griffin once walk into the original room late. And you just don't think. And he walks in, he sees Bob, and he's like, "Bob, you motherfucker." And Bob's like, oh, Eddie Griffin. He had like a name for him. Eddie Griffin. Oh, Eddie Griffin right there.
Oh, yeah, he hated Eddie, too.
Yeah, hated
that.
Eddie.
He hated it. He was like, oh, Eddie Griffin's here.
Why did he hate so many people?
That's the thing. You try to be nice to the guy, but he turns on you right away.
Yeah, you've shared a lot of stories about being real nice to people. Fucking showing up at that guy Pitt's fucking open mic and taking a shit on him for 30 minutes.
But Pitt loved it. He's like, hey, man, thanks for coming here.
He loved it.
Thanks for coming out.
It upped his street cred in Buffalo.
Yeah.
When I first started working the phones at the Comedy Store, Bob called and he talked to me like a fairly normal person.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then Painter goes, when I saw him in person, he's like, have you got your Nazi name? And he just saw me talking to James Painter. And he's like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. And what's your name? And I was like, Ryan O'Neill. And he's like, oh, Nazi Neil. Right off the bat. Didn't even have an opportunity.
Working there could drive you to madness, but then staying there late at night and this guy doing this act would like make you crazy.
But you also tried to.
It wouldn't stop. So you're like, almost part of you's like, he needs to stop. This needs to be.
And you wanted to stump him, so we would sometimes put water on paper towels and roll them up and then throw them.
Do you think
hit him in the dick?
An evil presence in the Comedy Store?
Yeah, of course.
There's an energy.
Yeah, you feel it.
There's an energy in there.
That place attracts a good crowd of mentally deranged people that are also detestable. Like once he starts showing his dick to Eleanor and like doing like you're like, find this fucking guy. You're like, I'm trying to be nice to him.
Yeah.
Clearly he's mentally ill. But then he just turns on you. Calls him a Nazi.
Eleanor, she went for it a few times.
She sucked it. She sucked it once.
Is that true? She really sucked his dick? She took toilet paper off of a crazy man.
This guy.
Unwrap the present.
Dude, this guy, if you saw this guy was unkept, would be the nicest way.
He smelled
not
so
good.
bad. Because those bags create a lot of moisture.
I bet. Dude.
I mean, dude, it was great. If you saw him walking down the street.
It was great.
No, but imagine a guy with a green suit and a big, bushy, gray beard, but like 20 plastic bags on his head.
It's quite the look. Tall guy. He's like around my height or maybe a little less.
After he would leave the Comedy Store, he would always go to Ralph's on Sunset, the rock and roll Ralph's. And then so Don Barris would go there and he would just fill a cart up with knives. And then he would just push it by him, and he'd go, "Hey, Bob," and then Bob would go to the security guard. There's a man right there, and he's trying to murder me. He has knives in his car.
But the security guards all love Don, so they're like, "Oh, that guy, Don, what's up?"
And he would just go, "Hey, Bob, I'm just doing a little shopping."
I'm glad you're not better friends with Don Barris.
I'm great friends with Don Barris.
I'm glad he's not your best friend. Because I think
he's his godfather.
I think y'all would do real bad things.
If you have
if
you have a very dark sense of humor, Don is a genius.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying anything critical of Don. I'm saying that your ability to do horrific things to people for laughs and his ability and your ability.
You think it could be volatile?
Bad idea.
Well, that caused a big riff with Don and I originally.
Why?
Don did not like it.
Why?
He didn't like my sarcastic demeanor, and I was on the phone with him, and I said something sarcastic to him, and he goes, "I'll be there in 10 minutes." And I was like, "What?" He just hung up. And then when he came in there, he took the phone, wrapped it around my neck, and started choking me.
What's funny about that? Why would you laugh about that?
But legitimately,
what's funny about that?
He's like, "You're fucking with me."
That was a workplace environment.
That's crazy. Well, now you guys have a better workplace environment where people get naked and stab each other and pull out.
Never had
It's probably safer.
The only real job I ever had was selling cars, and it was just like this.
Yeah, I believe that.
Guy's like, "Hey, let's go on a Doom cruise." Then he's like married. He's like, "Hey, I got to stop off at this chick's house that I'm fucking. I'm going to go in and fuck her. You wait in the living room and get high again. Come back to the fucking."
That's it. But that's all you can do. You can fucking either sell cars or you can sell a TV show. That's the only fucking
the only two options.
That's it. There's not many more options for people like us.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Robert William Eppervia.
You're dropping like flies lately.
That's crazy though. That one was a shocker to me. I couldn't believe it.
I think you did see his ghost walking down the street.
Dude, I swear to God, I don't know what day it was, but I was a Saturday night because I looked when I had a spot, and it was like, and I swear it was the 30th. Now, I could be wrong. It could have been a week earlier, but I had just seen him.
If any ghost would be there, it would be his.
Yeah.
Because he was there all the time.
Yeah. He wouldn't know
For
what
years.
to do. You
Years
think
and
he's
years and
still,
years.
His ghost thinks he's
50
still doing
years.
open
Dude,
mics.
this
right
guy had he was compelled to go to the Comedy Store, even though he believed that some part of him thought there were Nazis. You know what I mean? Like, how weird
Yeah.
is that? Like,
I don't understand. I still don't understand the Nazi thing. Was it a joke, or did he really
no, it's
think
just like
y'all
a
were
lot of
Nazis?
mental illnesses seem like they veered that way towards Nazis.
Yeah, like Bobby
like
Fischer.
paranoia and
Okay.
who's the baddest?
Why are there so many?
Are you
crazy-
you're starting to go, well, Nazis. Yeah, I do think about Nazis a lot.
Don't make me feel crazier.
Sometimes Bob would take the microphone out. He'd take the cable out of it, and he would keep doing his act as people sometimes people would enter the stage, and so he would go off. He would step off the stage over the tables, and he'd be doing his act as he walked through the place. And one time he ran out into the street.
in Sunset?
A couple of times people were like, "Stop! He's gonna get hit by a car."
He was
God.
he was like a deer. He would just fucking
Yeah.
And he had the mic, and they'd be like, get to go get the mic to some of the employees. Like, guys, the mic on the street. You got to go bring it back.
The old manager, they used to do the Bob and Dean show. Dean Gelber used to sit by the piano on the microphone, and he would do the act with Bob, and Bob would be like, I don't need your help. Thank you very much. And, it was so unhinged.
A couple of comics would they would record porno audio, like women like going but then loop it. And by the end of it, it would just sound like a flock of seagulls. It was fucking.
It would sound like 100 people moaning. And he goes, that's a vibrational battery? It was called vibrational battery.
Wait, what?
He'd plug his ears and he'd go, vibrational battery?
Oh, because he's being assaulted by the
By
negative
pornos.
Sound
negative.
waves.
Yeah.
There was one.
Sound
Remember
waves.
that lady who was a psychologist or psychiatrist that was in there late night watching the
I
show?
think that was Brody, wasn't it?
That lady
Oh,
was
was that-
Brody?
No, she was talking
Oh.
about Brody. She's like, "How you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are treating that man? It's not, or like something."
Oh yeah, Brody was on stage. I thought we told her to stick around for Bob Epperfly.
I think that may be true.
I say, watch how we treat this guy.
There was the time
was
where this open mic, it was actually from Valparaiso, this guy Crispy Chicken, Forrest Gump of comedy.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck mustache. Great stage presence, I can't lie.
He did. It was crazy.
Terrible internet jokes, but great stage presence. He goes up on stage with Bob, and he's like, "Hey, Bob, what's going on?" Start talking to him. Takes his pants off. Tidy Whitey starts spanking his ass. I had thought that he had a cigarette or something, and it went in his pants because the room just started smoking.
It was talcum powder.
It was the powder from his ass.
Whose ass?
Crispy Chicken.
It filled the room like a
Crispy
smoke
Chicken
machine.
has a bunch of talcum powder all over
and he's
his
spanking
ass.
his ass, and it's just creating a smoke cloud.
And it looks
And
like
that
a
was part of
smoke
his
machine.
bit.
No, I think it just ended up happening.
Who was spanking Crispy Chicken's ass?
His own hand.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard. It was just like Jeff and I and Crispy Chicken's on stage.
Don was
slapping his-
there, I think.
And then it's just a cloud looked like a smoke machine had just filled, and it's just his ass powder.
How are you guys functional?
Barely.
He had a great bit. He's like,
This feels
he goes,
like-
I was with a woman.
I
she
can't
said,
take it.
Crispy.
It feels like you're
Hold
hitting
on.
me with a hammer in the
Listen
head,
to this
dude.
bit.
Imagine living it for years.
Listen. Oh wait.
Honestly, I have way more respect for you guys now. I've never. We're switching over to the Patreon. This is your visual cue.
And this is a great Crispy Chicken bit. He goes,
Okay.
I was on a date with a woman. She said, Crispy, kiss me where it stinks. So I drove her to El Segundo.
No, that's a good bit.
That's not a good bit.